What it do, bedtime crew? Hey man, listen, we back with another video, boys. Today, I want to get on my hot takes, bold predictions type ish. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came to this channel, I think, from some of my overrated, underrated videos, my hot takes, my predictions. Some of them are perfect, some of them are spot on. I mean, I've predicted some of the fights that have just been made recently. I've predicted some outcomes that have happened recently as well, a couple months back. So I want to go do some bold predictions for the rest of 2023, and we're going to go pay-per-view by pay-per-view. I'm not going to do every single event. That's just going to take way too long, in my opinion. And I think I'd definitely be forcing it if I went event by event. So I'm just going to go pay-per-view by pay-per-view for the rest of 2023 and give you one bold prediction for every single event. All right? Hopefully this makes sense. We're going to start off with UFC 291. We got Poirier versus Gaethje 2 in the main event. We've got Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira as the co-main event. I'm going to do a full prediction video for this when it gets closer. Probably next week I'll do that. But really good card, guys, you know. And I just want to say on this whole Paulo Costa situation he pulled out, I think he's a Giga Chad. I'm not mad at him, dude. I actually think he's a Chad for just trolling the UFC and just, you know, taking random fights, dropping out of them, refusing to elaborate, and then just repeating the process and just trolling everyone. I just think it's hilarious. I don't know. I'm not even mad because it's like, as soon as he got booked to fight, I was like, he's not even fighting. But I don't think he's scared. He's fought Yoel Romero and Adesanya. Like, he's not scared of anyone, in my opinion. It's probably just a money thing, and he probably just wants to box Jake Paul. Let's be honest, dude. So I'm not even hating. I hope he gets a bag, bro. I find Paulo Costa really funny, dude. I think he's a troll, bro. But listen, my bold prediction for UFC 291, I'm going to go in the main event, dude. I think Justin Gaethje should be the betting favorite, and I think he's going to win quite easily. That's my bold prediction, okay? Maybe that's a hot take, maybe that's not. I think Justin Gaethje is going to win this pretty easily, dude. I think this is going to be a 49-46, maybe 148-47. I don't see this being like a knockdown, drag-out brawl for the entire fight. I think Poirier is going to slow down in like round 3 and round 4, and Gaethje's just going to run away with the fight with his jab, with his leg kicks. He's a lot more patient now. He's improved. I would say he's improved more than Dustin Poirier has since their last fight. And they were quite competitive in that last fight. So that's my opinion on this. My bold prediction is Justin Gaethje wins this fight quite easily by 49-46 decision. And then he loses to Islam Makhachev in 2 rounds by submission. So it doesn't even fucking matter, bro. But I do think he's going to win this fight, to be honest. Maybe that's wrong, but I don't know if he's the favorite or he's the underdog, but he should be the favorite in my opinion. He seems to have improved more. So Justin Gaethje wins this 49-46 is my first bold prediction. Let's move on to UFC 292, a card that not a lot of people are really talking about, bro. Pretty good card, dude. It's in Boston. TD Garden with Marcus Smart. Sorry, he just got traded. That fucking sucks, dude. That's tough. That's tough, bro. Very bantamweight heavy card, bro. You know, we got Rob Font Song Yadong as well. Chito Vera versus Pedro Munoz. Thank God that he's not fighting fucking Cejudo anymore. Cody Garbrandt versus Mario Bautista. Very good fight. The GOAT GM3. Oh my God. I didn't even know he was on this card. Holy shit. The GOAT GM3 retire. He's going to fucking submit Andre Petroski, bro. Easy W for the GOAT GM3. Great main event as well. Very excited for this fight. I actually think Sean O'Malley can do quite well. But my bold prediction for UFC 292, and this one I'm a little bit more confident in than the Gaethje one. I think Ian Gary is going to make this fight look really easy, dude. I know that sounds fucking crazy. I get it, dude. I think Ian Gary is going to win this inside 2 rounds by knockout, and he's going to actually make it look easier than Shavkat Rakhmonov did. Okay? Stylistically speaking, Ian Gary's a better striker than Shavkat. Maybe not more powerful, but I would say definitely better at range. Even though he doesn't really have very long arms, he's very tall, and he can kick quite well. And he's very good at controlling his range and seeming longer than he actually is. Like, some guys can have long reach, but they don't fight long. You know what I mean? Whereas some guys can have shorter reach, but they can fight very long. And I think Ian Gary is one of those guys. I foresee Ian Gary come trash talking the fuck out of Jeff Neal, building this fight up on some Poirier-McGregor 1 type shit. And then he just smokes him inside 2 rounds and head kicks him and drops him and finishes him pretty easily. I just feel like Jeff Neal has taken so much damage in his last fight, and this is quite a quick turnaround, to be honest. He's coming back quicker than Shavkat did. So he's making a very quick turnaround, and he took a lot of damage in that fight, dude. And one thing that people don't realize or don't remember about that fight, I guess, he did not weigh in at 170. I think he kind of strategically came in at 175, and that may have made his chin better. Maybe there was less drain there from the weight cut. So if he comes in at 170 and he drains himself, I can see Ian Gary finishing this guy and making it look easier. I think stylistically he's a lot harder of a fight for Jeff Neal than Shavkat. I think Shavkat has more ways to finish him, obviously, but I think on the feet in a pure striking match, which is what this will be, I don't see Ian Gary getting clipped the way that Shavkat was getting hit, because he was just walking him down. I think Ian Gary's just gonna dance at range, bro. I really see this being like a 2-round knockout, and Ian Gary just jabs his face off. So that's my prediction for UFC 292. Ian Gary makes it look easy. All right, we're gonna move on to UFC 293. We're in Sydney. All right. And the main event is probably most likely going to be Israel Adesanya versus Dricus du Plessis. Right. Not in South Africa. It's going to be in Australia. Okay? I'm working on the DDP, bro. But I'm going to bring out the Izzy real quick. Because listen, dude. My bold prediction for this card has nothing to do with the actual fight. I guess a little bit of something to do with the fight. But more with the build-up. This is my bold prediction for UFC 293. I know people aren't going to like this. I know that I just dropped that video about this situation and it's looking bad for me. But here's what I'm going to say. I think Adesanya is going to win the trash talk. I think he has more weapons on hand. If you know, you know. He has more passes in his arsenal. Let's just say that. Okay? He's got more passes than fucking Magic Johnson, dude. He can pull that shit out on Dricus du Plessis and really paint him into a corner. And if he comes prepared with like, oh, what did you say? What did you say? You want to be the real champion? What did you say? You want to be a real African champion? I thought you didn't say anything about being real African. Yeah, you're lying. And he'll put on like his big Nigerian accent as well. You know he will. And Dricus du Plessis can't answer that. He can't talk back to him because of the world that we live in as well. It'd be very hard for Dricus du Plessis to really shut him down and go, mate, you know, I'm more African. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very hard side to be. It's like you're in fucking grade 11 fucking, you know, sociology class or some shit, and they go, all right, you guys are going to be arguing for racism, we're going to be arguing against. Like, you're fucked, bro. You can't argue for it, dude. Either you argue for it and you're a terrible person, or you argue, your argument is shit and you lose the debate anyways. So it's like, I'm not saying Dricus du Plessis is racist, but I'm just saying he's the white guy trying to argue that he's more African than the black guy. It's very, very hard for him to win this battle in front of an Australian crowd, in front of a PC crowd with guys in the media like fucking Ariel Helwani and fucking Luke Thomas sitting in the crowd. It's a losing battle for him, dude. And I think Izzy is going to come prepared with some decent lines, okay? I can already see him now coming in being like, I'm going to chop you down like a family tree. We'll see where you're really from. Let's see your roots for real. Trust! Or he's going to say some shit like, you say you got more African blood than me? Let's spill your blood and see what color it is, because I know what color mine is. Trust! You know what I mean? I can see that fucking happening, dude. So that's my prediction for UFC 293. I think Israel Adesanya will win the trash talk exchange, okay? I think he will roast the fuck out of Dricus du Plessis at some point on the press conference. Also, I hope Manel Kape is on the press conference. And he just butts in and just roasts the fuck out of both, because he's so base, dude. Shout out Manel Kape, alright? Moving on, we got UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi. I'm fucking hyped for this shit, bro. We don't have many fights announced right now. We've got Tim Elliott versus Muhammad Mukayev. A lot of people are saying Islam Makhachev's going to be on this card. I wouldn't be surprised as well if UFC doesn't make Pereira versus Blachowicz for the light heavyweight title. If they do Ankalaev versus Rakic, or maybe Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker for the light heavyweight title on this card. Maybe Colby Leon, maybe Bilal and the Usman fight on this card. You know, Chimaev might be on it. It could be a really, really good card. One fight that I am hearing a lot about, and that I do want to make my bold prediction about, is Beneil Dariush versus Arman Tsarukyan. This is my bold prediction for UFC 294. I think Beneil Dariush is going to knock out Arman Tsarukyan, bro. Okay? Now, I know that my boy Beneil, He lost. Okay, he's a great fighter. Okay, he's a huge champion. Okay, he lost to Caleb Oliveira. Okay, got knocked out. Very sad for the guy, but he's gonna be back. Okay, he's a great guy. I like the guy. He's a great guy. Beneil Dariush's coming back with a bang, dude. He's gonna knock out Arman Tsarukyan. All right, I have this very weird feeling that he's gonna beat Tsarukyan. And just kind of blockade lightweight and get a big fight for his next fight. Maybe Michael Chandler, maybe Oliveira again, maybe the loser of Poirier Gaethje. I feel like Dariush is going to cut us off from that perfect storyline where Tsarukyan gets back to the belt and he gets to fight Islam Makhachev next year. I just think he's going to hold him off and he's going to shocking like KO him on this card. I have this weird feeling about that. So that's my bold prediction. Beneil Dariush knocks out Arman Tsarukyan. All right, almost done. We're going to move on to November. We've got Jon Jones. We've got Stipe Miocic at Madison Square Garden. I'm fucking hyped for this shit, dude. A lot of people, if you scroll down, bro, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's like 91% Jon Jones, 9% Stipe. Nobody's giving Stipe a chance, all right? And I am one of them, okay? Stipe's not winning this shit, dude. He's not fucking winning it. I'm sorry. He's too old, okay? But here's what I will say. This is my bold prediction. Stipe Miocic will make it to a decision against Jon Jones. He will not get finished by Jon Jones. That is my bold prediction. I think Stipe Miocic will actually do quite well in this fight. I know that he's old, and I don't think he's going to win because he's old. And I think he's just going to be that tick slower, that tick more rusty in the fight. That little bit more inactive, a little bit slower, a little bit softer to the body as well, a little bit easier to take down, just not the same as he was. Not the same as he was, like he's Harry Styles. Trust! Alright, sorry, I had a fucking Adesanya moment. Sorry. My nails, I'm gonna take them back to normal, alright? But listen, dude, I think Stipe Miocic, great boxing, which we've seen fuck up Jones in the past. Very, very good wrestling, okay? Very good takedown defense. I think Stipe Miocic actually will do quite well in this matchup. I can see him having like a Thiago Santos type performance. You know, he does well, but it's pretty clear he didn't win. You know, I think that's where Stipe Miocic is going to fall in this fight, and that's my bold prediction for UFC 295. Stipe Miocic makes it to a decision, maybe a 48, 47, 49, 46 for Jones. All right, last one, UFC 296. We've got no fights announced for this card. Okay, what a terrible card. Okay, what a terrible card. No fights announced. Terrible. Okay, we're not happy with this card. All right, I want to see Cody Covington. Okay, or Conrad McGregor. Okay. I'm gonna throw some random bullshit out there for this last one because I can't make a bold prediction on something that's not announced. So here's my two bold predictions. Either McGregor versus Chandler happens on this card and Conor McGregor knocks out Michael Chandler in the first round, or they make Yuri Prohaska versus the winner of Pereira versus Blachowicz for the light heavyweight belt, and Yuri Prohaska's getting knocked out, dude. I am so confident that either Jamahal Hill or especially Alex Pereira will knock out Yuri Prohaska. I think he could beat Blachowicz, to be honest, and Ankalaev. For some reason, I feel like he beats Ankalaev. But if Jamahal Hill or Alex Pereira is Prohaska's next opponent, he's getting knocked out. He's getting knocked out, okay? So these are my bold predictions for the rest of 2023. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions and give me some of your bold predictions for the rest of the year down below in the comments. I want to read them, bro. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, boys. Let's hit 8K really soon, bro. And yeah, boys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Instagram at Bedtime MMA because I just dropped a diss track on Dustin Poirier, all right? And I'm spitting straight heat. So go check that out on my story at Bedtime MMA, all right, boys? See you in the next video. Goodbye.